Hello, lovelies. I'm sick, but I'm doing my best. I hope you can understand me, because I can't understand myself. Well, today we're going to do a remake of my 16 witchy questions, but it's only going to be 10 witchy questions. I wanted to remake this video because the last one I wasn't happy with what I was wearing, with how I looked. I wasn't happy with what I said. I just wanted to redo the whole thing and make it more me and less showy, you know? If that makes sense. So we're going to do the 10 witchy questions about my life, and yeah, let's get right into it. Okay. So, I have these petal cards. They're like little index cards, but they all have little flowers on them, and I think they're super pretty, and they have all 10 questions. So, let's go through it. Question number 1 that I get asked the most often is, why do I practice witchcraft? I thought my cat was coming in. I mainly practice witchcraft because it helps me feel whole. Like, as a person, I just feel more complete when I practice. I meditate and I feel at peace with myself and with the world around me. When I do a ritual or perform any magic, I feel powerful in an otherwise weak state of mind. Witchcraft brings me closer to myself, and I think that's really important. I practice for a lot of personal reasons, but knowing my intent can help others is super satisfying. Why do I practice? It's mostly because it brings light into my darkness, and that's just super important to me. It's just super important. To have something brighten a world that's very dark it's powerful. That's what it is. Question number 2. What kind of a witch are you and why? I am an eclectic witch. It's broad, open, and freeing, and there's less limitations and titles. I follow several different pagan deities and several different ways of performing magic and stuff because I have a hard time personally identifying with one path. So I prefer multiple paths, and it really resonates with who I am as a person to have such a broad spectrum over one single belief, you know? Just works for me. And that's the first petal card. Third question, how long have you been a witch for? I have been a witch for roughly 8 to 10 years. Like 8 years I have been practicing, and those 2 years early as a baby witch, I was just learning and not practicing at all. But who's to say I'm not learning now? Because I am. I'm learning throughout the entire process of my witchy life. Like, I'm still going to be learning till I'm 80 years old. It's just something, it's ever growing and ever expanding, and there's always something to absorb. So, yeah, but 8 to 10 years I have been roughly practicing. I almost put this down, but like, there's still questions on it. How open are you with your craft is number 4. Well, I'm 100% out of the broom closet, and I am fairly open with just about everything, but coven work is private, and some certain spells are personal, so I don't really share those either, but a lot of things I'm fairly open with, and I'll talk about and even demonstrate if I need to. If you want to learn, I'll teach you. And question number 5, do you have a book of shadows or any book of spells? And technically, over there where you can't see, I have a book of shadows on my altar, and that's purely knowledge. It's not practical. I don't use it. I just wrote in it all the knowledge that I have and have learned throughout the years, and it's not even that full, to be honest with you, but it's in there. and it's there because it's decoration for my beautiful altar, and it's just there in case I need to look at it. And then I have this big old beast of a thing for my binder of spells. Yeah, this puppy is my binder of spells, and I use that often, very often. Like, it's my most used tool. It's my most used tool. It's full to the brink, and I'm still stuffing stuff in there, so that's fun. That's the second petal card. Anyways, do you have an altar? Well, I did just explain that. I have a permanent altar, and it's a decorative altar because it's mostly glass and some metal bits, but it's mostly glassware, and I'm just afraid to break it. So I use it, but not as often as I use my trusty travel altar. Even at home, I use this baby. Like, it's just full to the top of all of my stuff that I use for my magical practices. And if you are interested in seeing my altars, let me know in a comment down below, and I will show both, or one or the other, if you don't want to see both. I don't have a problem with that. But if you would like to see them, just comment down below and let me know. And yeah, that's that. So, on to the 7th question. What is your opinion on wands? Well, kudos to you if you use a wand. I don't. I know they help conduct and direct energy, but I haven't connected or bonded with any wand that I have come across ever. I just don't. Oh, there's a piece of hair in my face. I just don't connect with them the way other people do. I can't bring myself using, not even like a crystal wand or anything. Like, I just can't. I just use my hands and my candles, and that's all I need. Question number 8. Do you have a familiar? I have a special connection to most cats. And that's, I don't know, they're just the most important animal to me. Like, I love all animals, don't get me wrong, but cats and I, we have this connection, you know, like, almost all cats. Not all cats, but like 98% of cats I'm really, really close to. And my chubby boy Mocha Joe, he is my familiar right now. Yes. He is my best friend and the most important cat in my life. We bond over my magical practices. Every time I'm performing any sort of magic, he just shows up. And he's like, hey, Mom, I want to be involved. And I'm like, you know what? Go right ahead. And, of course, we bond over naps, because naps are the best, man. If you don't take naps, are you even living? Like, what's going on here? So, me and my cat, we cat nap, and it's great. It's great. And we bond, and we're close, and that is my familiar. I love that boy. And that's the 3rd petal card. The 4th petal card has 2 questions on it, and then we're done, guys. What? What? No more of this. Question number 9. What is your favorite divination method? It's between pendulum dowsing and tarot reading. I just started tarot reading. Wow. I know, right? Which is wow. But I already feel so drawn to it. Like, this is my tarot deck right here, and it's charging right now. But it's my favorite. It's my only tarot deck, but it's my favorite tarot deck. And I just feel so connected to it. Like, I already am working on being great at it. I'm not great, but I'm working at it. And then pendulum dowsing is like a second nature to me. It's just something that my subconscious immediately gets pulled when I pull out my pendulum. It's just like, I'm ready. And I'm like, thanks. You know, it just works. So it's just, those are my 2 favorite, I guess. I should have chose one, but I like them both. And question number 10, which is the last petal card. Thoughts on the afterlife. This is a tricky question that I didn't know if I wanted to answer, but I'm going to answer anyways. And I believe in reincarnation. We die, our souls wander the living realm for a bit, and then we return to a soul or to a body. Whether it's an animal or a human, we return. While our soul is in limbo, though, we are basically ghosts or spirits. And I 100% believe in that, obviously. Like, that's just natural. And whether it's a happy ghost, a spirit of mischief, or an angry specter, they're all trapped in the living realm as wandering souls due to unfinished business or the inability to move on. And once you move on, that's basically you going to your next life. That's what I think. That's my personal beliefs. Don't at me for what I think, because I won't at you for what you think. So, hey, you know what? That's that. Yeah, that's my personal beliefs on afterlife, at least, and that's my beliefs on a lot of things, to be honest with you. That's all 4 paddle cards. Well, guys, that's my 10 witchy questions. My redo of my 16 witchy questions, and I can't put up 16 fingers, so I'm not going to try. But that was my 10 witchy questions, and I really hope you enjoyed it and that you kind of resonated with what I was saying, or at least understood who I am as a person now. And I hope that helps you really, like, get to know me, you know? I don't know. I hope. I'm not saying it will, but I'm hoping it will. So, thank you for watching, and I will have another video. I'm actually going to be filming another video directly after this. For some reason, I don't know why, but I am. And then I'm also going to be uploading that later. So just keep an eye out, and thank you for watching and taking your time out of your day to come to my channel. I appreciate it, and leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, do that. Thank you. Bye.